I am shooting this video on my iPhone 15 Pro Max. You guys have probably already seen the short that I put up unboxing that. So I am reviewing my iPhone 14 Pro Max after having it for over a year. And I can tell you right now, it stunk. This thing stunk. This was the worst iPhone I've ever had, probably in a long time. This iPhone was really not something that I ever thought I was gonna not like. For some reason though, I can tell you the number one reason is because of the battery. It was terrible. So the battery in this phone was just straight up terrible. I'm gonna go ahead and go to battery health for you guys. 86% in only about a year of using it, and that's with optimized battery charging, that's with clean energy charging, and still getting those terrible numbers. I absolutely can't believe how bad it really is. And I'll put up on the screen other people that have saying the same thing, but it is really bad. You guys can see the charging and everything. You guys can see the weather setting, things that I've used a lot. I really wasn't on, I was on my phone a decent amount, but not a crap ton. You guys can see the battery usage here, how it's fluctuated throughout the day with activities, hours, time that I've spent on it, which is about 5 hours 45 minutes, 3 hours and 33 minutes. The screen was idle. So that was the main reason why I didn't like this iPhone, was really just that. I love the dynamic island. That was something that I really enjoyed. Another thing I really enjoyed was iOS 17 update and how it really turned out and how it really became something of saving grace almost for this phone. Really, honestly, it really was something that I really enjoyed when it comes to enjoying the phone in terms of really getting it into motion. It was really something that was really different, something that was great upon usage. But photos on this thing, obviously, as you can see, were pretty good. I wouldn't say that they're the best compared to the iPhone 15, but they're okay, especially recently. They've gotten better. I say as the year actually has gone on with this iPhone, it's gotten better processing wise. I don't know if Apple's been tweaking that behind the scenes, but I know that they have gotten better processing. Video as well has been really well shot. I think it is really well put together in terms of how it looks. It's still the best video in the game. Like I said, there was no reason to not like this product other than the fact that the battery denigration was just so bad. It ended up causing me to actually get this phone. So I actually initially really wasn't going to get the iPhone 15 Pro Max, as the only cool things about it were just the fact that it had USB Type-C, the action button, and the better battery life. And I was thinking, it wasn't so bad. But as the 15 Pro Max came out and as I was using the iPhone 14 Pro Max, it just started to get worse and worse and worse. I don't know what was really going on with it in terms of why it was acting as bad as it was. You can really see the looks of it. So it's not bad. It's pretty disgusting, but it's not, no chips, no dents, nothing like that. It's really was a great phone in certain respects, terrible in others. I do regret getting this color. I feel like I should have got a different color. The dark purple just didn't do it for me. I never really wanted that. I never wanted that color. I just thought different colors might have been better. but I wanted to keep going with my theme of getting color for my iPhones. So if you didn't know, my iPhone 13 Pro Max was the Pacific Blue. Then, or was that the iPhone 12 Pro Max was Pacific Blue? But regardless, the 13 and 12 Pro Maxes were both blue. One was the light blue with 13 Pro Max, and the dark blue was the iPhone 12 Pro Max. I absolutely love those colors. Previous to that, I had Samsung, different colors. I actually had a purple Samsung as well. I went with white for the Note 10, and then the newest Note, I went for a different color as well. But I've pretty much always gone with color. I don't go with white, black, or gray traditionally. My iPhone 15 Pro Max is the first time that I've gone back to gray since using it in my iPhone 8 Plus. Yeah, that was the last time I had gray. And I love that phone. And that gray was more of a dark gray. It was kind of more of a really nice smoke gray color. This one's natural titanium, obviously. But this phone here, there was nothing too wrong with it to where I wouldn't have stuck with it if it wasn't for the fact the battery integration just got so bad to the point where it just was unusable for me and for my situational use. You can see here the side railings and everything. I did put a case on it. I do have a screen protector on it. You guys can see there. And actually, I'll go. There it goes. So you guys can see the different wallpapers that I had, just so you guys can see a look at what I was typically going for. This is the first time I've used an anime art in about a year and a half. I've always stuck with cars, Corvette CR1, the Koenigsegg Jesko Attack, the 2020 Silverado Duramax, Little Baby. That was my first time using a wrapper ever. I had, second time, because I used Little Uzi Vert's album cover as well. But this isn't an album cover. This is just a collection of album covers. Then obviously I had I didn't, but for the cover I had a Mercedes-Benz GTR Black Series and a Huracan Performante. So those were the runs I was rocking this year on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. I am going to be changing it up for my iPhone 15 Pro Max and try out something new. If you have a wallpaper that's pretty cool that you'd like to send me, please send it over. It does kind of have to be car related, rap album, or anime related. Other than that, I'm probably not going to put it on my screen. I don't like putting in the visuals. I don't like weird artsy stuff. I'm really more strictly on these type of things, really honestly. But honestly, the mute switch was fine with it. I know some people did have issues with their mute switches at times. I never had that. Volume buttons were awesome. The stainless steel got extremely dirty all the time. So I was always cleaning it to the point where I got tired of cleaning it and I just stopped at some point. I think it was like 4 months going into it, I just stopped having to do it. It was just getting too much. Lightning port, obviously everybody knows Lightning port is terrible compared to USB-C. I do wish it was a Thunderbolt port, but unfortunately, maybe we'll get that in a future time, probably the next, two generations from now. I think iPhone 17 Pro Max will finally go to Thunderbolt port. But right now it is a high-end USB-C, which is fine for me, good for transferring data, good for putting things on really easy and fast. I do enjoy that part. But as you guys can see, this iPhone 14 Pro Max was pretty good for me. At times, it just wasn't, I would say, my favorite phone experience. It was probably one of the worst because of the battery integration. Literally alone killed this phone for me, at least in terms of the amount of times that I had needed to use it. But yeah, as you guys can see here, it is an absolute joy to use. I wouldn't have gotten rid of the phone if it wasn't for the battery integration. I would have kept it. Like if the battery integration was as good as it as the iPhone 15 Pro Max as it was, I definitely probably would have kept it. I think I would have never given it up. I would have kept it until the iPhone 16 Pro Max, then obviously made the change to USB-C and everything like that, because I do have a lot of cables for Lightning that I've paid a lot of money for. So unfortunately, that's gonna have to all go away now. I do have a product that is still Lightning in my Magic Trackpad, along with my AirPods Pro 2s. Those are still Lightning. I didn't go over to the case for that, but we'll see, hopefully. The next video you guys will see will be about iPhone 15 Pro Max. So hopefully you do enjoy this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And here are some of the cables that I was talking about. This one is for each one. But yep, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, guys. Thank you guys for watching my latest video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.